So, okay. So, shall we start, sir? Kodishwara, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm
I'll be
ready.
giving brief. I'll be giving brief introduction about you, sir. Then you can start your session, sir. So, dear participants, we have been going for morning second session for the day 3. So, I hope that everyone has been enjoyed the first session, and we have been going to have the different topic today to make you to understand the basic thing about patent. So, that is the reason we call the subject expert for the today's session. And I'm requesting, dear person, kindly make ensure that unknowingly you people have been keeping your mic in unmute condition. So it is creating the disturbances for the speakers as well disturbance for other participants who have been attending this session. So I'm humble request from my end. Kindly make ensure that you have been keeping your mic in mute condition. That is only the uh, request from my end. It is only repeatedly I'm saying that don't keep your mic in unmute condition. Kindly mute the mic in mute condition. If any kind of a response, if you want to give any kind of response, you can type it in the chat box. And any oral response you have to give when speaker is asking, you can give your oral response. So it will be having a good thing. So with this small thing, I want to go for the second session for the date. So we are right now we are having our expert Professor Bukya Kotishwar Rao Nayak. The sir is going to take the topic on topic called patent analytics of EV technology. That is a topic sir is going to take for the today. It is a general topic. What are the things to be taken for patent and how to be make the procedure for applying for patent. That is a topic sir is going to have the session for the day, because most of the people is from a academic background. You can take this input from the today's session and can share this input to the your student. That's the reason we made this session especially for making the student to get encouraged for entrepreneur. So that is the reason we have been kept this topic, and we also brought the right person for this FDP for this session also. So with us we are having Kodishwara Naik sir. So I'll be briefing the sir profile before handing over the session to sir. So very happy to, on behalf of my NSSC Technical Service Center, I'm welcoming you for this session, sir. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Just I'll be briefing your profile, sir. So it is I was very honored and was very privileged to have you in our session, sir. So actually, the Professor Naik sir has been from Amblet in Andhra Pradesh with agricultural family background, and he is a first generation educator. It's very amazing, and he has been completed. His sir is completed his graduation in electric in BTech from Andhra University College of Engineering from Vizag, and sir also did his master degree, especially in business administration from University of Hyderabad, and also sir pursued his PhD degree from Indian Institute of Technology at Delhi in the research area of intellectual property and technology management in the year 2008. The Professor Naik has started his career as assistant professor in one of the renowned NITs, that is at Trichy, in the year 2008. And Sir has been currently associated with the National Institute of Industrial Engineering, NITIE, Mumbai. It is one of the central government institution coming a central institution located at Mumbai. And Sir also having a wide experience in management of intellectual property. We can shortly call it as IP, technology and innovation management, techno entrepreneurship and project management. Very important to coin the word techno entrepreneurship. And he has been authored and published and presented more than 75 research paper in various journal and conference. Very amazing to see, sir. And he has been traveled to countries like USA, Japan, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Singapore, UAE, and Thailand for presenting the research paper in international conferences. And very happy to see that sir also received Best Research Paper Award and honors during his career. And Professor Naik sir has been honored with the Young Achiever in Education Award from Shakshi Media Group, Hyderabad, and Most Fabulous Professor by World HRD Congress, Most Outstanding Professor Award given by the World Education Congress, and Iconic Educationalist by the Glorious Organization for Accelerated to Literacy. These are the big achievement has been done by the sir, and he has been honored with the lot of awards and prizes from the different part of our country. And he has been developing new courses like management of IP, managing the creativity and innovation. He is a director, NITIE Incubation Foundation for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, a new session 8 company registered with ROC, Government of India by NITIE Mumbai. And the Professor Naik has drafted a IP policy of NITIE Mumbai. He is a number of various professional organizations like IEEE USA and IEEE Mumbai, GIFT Delhi, and ISTE Delhi. He is a resource person for IP awareness workshop organized by TIFAC, Department of Science and Technology, TST Government of India, and NRDC, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. This is the short, brief introduction about the sir. With this warm introduction, I am very happy to welcome you, sir, for giving your time, and complete team of NSIC Technical Service Center. We are welcoming you, sir, for this session to share your valuable knowledge which have been acquired during your professional career, sir, to enlighten our participant with your knowledge, especially in that patent analyst. Thank you, sir. Thank you for anything, and you can take over the session from here, sir.
Thank you, Kumaranji. Thank you very much for the introduction. Actually, I think 20 minutes have been already completed out of my session. So anyway, I'll directly take you guys to my slide. So let me share my slide, then we can have the presentation. I could not see the share option here. Oh, yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen.
Okay. Yes, sir. We are viewing your screen, sir.
Okay, thank you. क्लास में नहीं बाद में दो फिर So friends, very good morning one and all. So morning session I was also there, part of the session. It was completely technical in nature, so a lot of electrical circuits and all I was explaining. I mean, for generally for the classroom teaching we do a lot of such kind of accumulation. And yes, sir was rightly saying that we actually feel happy when in the class someone responds to our question, someone asks us some questions, someone can I mean initiate some kind of discussion. So that gives a lot of encouragement for us, and we also feel okay, we are going on right path, and we feel like the participants are able to understand what we are trying to say here. So friends, actually this is a very general topic. So patents, so creation or whatever we can say, it is there everywhere, irrespective of our teaching fields or research fields. So everywhere IPR is a interdisciplinary subject, connects all the fields. So in our day-to-day life also we will be doing a lot of unique things, novel things. So all those things are part of your intellect. So when you use your brain, I mean creatively, different from the other things, others, the way do, the things done by others. So if you're doing differently, then obviously can say it as an intellectual thought process which brought those novel things into the, I mean, your day-to-day life. So friends, more often we think intellectual property is the only creation of human mind, but that's not true. There are a lot of other intellectual things on the globe. Like if you see these birds and tiny birds, how they are making the nest, it is very, very difficult. You can't even imagine how much time it takes and how they view this nest. And they also forecast the weathers, and so some of the birds they travel miles, thousands of miles together from one continent to another continent, and they really have a best time there. They can forecast all those things. So we are not the only one who are intellectual on this globe. There are many more species, or the birds or tiny things on the globe which are more intellectual than us. That's how I feel, whenever I see such kind of creations by these, birds or any other tiny things, I mean, the creatures. So Friends, this program is on electric vehicle technology and innovation and challenges. So of course, so we'll be talking basically about what is innovation, what is invention, what is intellectual property, and then I'll take you to through the patent basically. Then from patent we'll jump into the analytics of electrical vehicle. So so. Again, thank NSIC and Dr. Muthukumaranji for this opportunity to interact with you all here on this platform. And he has already given, the introduction about me, and that introduction gives me to take more stress on this because he was given a lot of things about what I do and all. So, friends. Basically, when I say intellectual property, so we denote with IP, IPM, IP management. So intellectual property has become, very, very emerging thing in, this 20th, 21st century. Because if you see in the last decade, all the ventures, all the companies, what we can witness today, like, the Amazon, Flipkart, Ola, Uber, Oyo, Airbnb, there are so many ventures which all are, creation of, intellectual process. At the same time, they use the this e-commerce platform to run their show, and most of those ventures, in fact, when we talk about the company and all, we more often talk about having a physical setup and having manufacturing and all. That was completely a old concept. Today, if you see these companies, Ola, Uber, none of these companies own their own vehicles. It is all rented, right? So outsourced. So even like Amazon, Flipkart, recent time they have brought their warehouses here and there, but initially they were not having any physical infrastructure as such, and all those guys will sit in the a multi-story building having only computers and operating everything from the computer. And rest of the things, what we are already experiencing, how the delivery happens to our doorstep and how we are responding. So that's how the global, business is happening today. So where IP management makes a, fundamental, what do you say, a key enabler for this, So friends, whenever we talk about intellectual property, so basically in IP management, we have to ask ourselves these questions. What is intellectual property? What is the use of intellectual properties? More often, all of us will have this kind of question, So intellectual property, use of intellectual property is something. So I'll tell you one classic case, So you might have seen the ring pull technology of Coke can, there is a Coke can on which you have a ring. You can easily open it. The can be opened very easily. So that opener, there is no need of opener for you to open those cans. Those cans are still there, like not cans, they're bottles which are having a cap, which needs a opener. So this was invented by a school dropout. So in western side, in the western part of the world, generally on the weekend people go for having fun, go for picnic. So this boy, this gentleman was used to carry beer bottles and then opener and also. That's where he thought of creating something which have a self opening, without having the opener, you can open it. So anyway, he made a design and everything. He did some kind of small experimentation, and then he found a kind of material which can safely keep the material. At the same time, you can open it very easily, right? So then he patented that invention, and all the bottling companies like Coke, Pepsi, and all are after him for taking the license on that particular technology. So this gentleman was very clever enough, and he said, "Okay, I'll give you a non-exclusive license for all the guys, whosoever comes to me, because in the licensing we have a exclusive license, non-exclusive, then sole license, and things like that. So whenever you are not sure about the value of your intellectual property and you feel there are many people needs it, then you better go for a non-exclusive license. Non-exclusive meaning for whom you are giving the license, it is not exclusive for him or her. You can give to n number of people, like to other companies. So he said all the bottling companies, okay guys, you can take this invention and you pay me a penny for a can open. I mean can manufacture. Okay. So globally, at that point in time, 2 million cans were manufactured. 2 million cans. And imagine 2 million into one penny, it's around 20,000 US dollars. Okay, per day income. So the patent life is 20 years from date of filing. You multiply 20 into 365 into 20,000 US dollars. So overnight he has become a millionaire. So and all banks were after him to give him loan for buying a Bangla and BMW, Bugatti, Audi and all. So that is the power of intellectual property, what we are talking about. So all these ventures, I mean, the Nano car has more than 30, 40 patents. Of course, that project was not seen the success at the end of the day because of the psychological issues with the Indian consumers. And so there are so many such kind of things. If you talk about this mobile, this mobile has more than 1,000 patents. 1,000 invention makes this final product. Okay, and there's a company called Ericsson. Ericsson, who was had a joint venture with Sony. Most of you might be knowing the Sony Ericsson. There was a mobile called Sony Ericsson. So Ericsson is the company has a basic standard essential patent we call SEPs. For making this mobile to work, you need SEPs, standard essential patent. So those SEPs are owned by the company called Ericsson. So Ericsson gives these SEPs to all those mobile manufacturers on the globe. All the mobile manufacturers on the globe, they are forced to take the license from the Ericsson if they want to manufacture the mobile. And in Indian case also, there are a couple of companies like Micromax, Lava and all, they didn't take the license and they were manufacturing, and Ericsson has filed a case against those people in Delhi High Court, and Delhi High Court actually given verdict in favor of Ericsson, and then they have fixed a royalty for that. I think it was 6% of their sales revenue to be paid as royalty to Ericsson. So they make billions of dollars in a month. So that is the power of intellectual property, which we are talking today. So this 21st economy, I mean 21st century is credited for knowledge economy. So everything is knowledge driven, friends. I mean, if you see in the rural part of the country, also there are a lot of innovations are happening, and we call them as jugaad. And people are using mobile to switch on their bore wells in the field, and people are using their mobiles to know the weather forecast and all. So a lot of apps are developed. So IP, to know about intellectual property, is a very, very important in the present day context. So why one should know about IP? I have given you enough examples, friends. Why do you want to protect your IP? So if you won't protect your intellectual property, what happens? Anybody else can copy it. So in good old days, what happened was people used to publish their research outputs, from the Indian premier academic institution. What was happened was the faculty was not aware of this intellectual property. They feel intellectual property protection is all about business. Why I want to protect my intellectual property when the government of India sponsored this project, and I have to give the result to government of India. At the same time, I can publish a couple of papers. That was the mindset. In early 2000, when I was traveling to these premier institutions, these IITs, the old IITs, Delhi, Mumbai, Kharagpur, Kanpur, Madras, and then IISc Bangalore. I mean, I was doing my research to find out the awareness level of intellectual property in these institutions, in the R&D centers of these institutions. So I was astonished. Some of the faculty, they were saying me like, I have got the funding from government, and why I want to protect, and why I want to sell, and why I want to make the money out of it. Okay, so that was the kind of psychological, I mean, the understanding what the faculty were having in those days. But now it is completely different. Everyone knows what is patent, what is the the importance of intellectual property. So everyone is filing a patent, and then they publish it. So it is patent, publish, and flourish. Okay, so now government of India is also giving a lot of support for the individuals. Also, individuals can approach DST, and DST will file on your behalf, and they will spend all the costs incurred for patent filing. Even if your invention if it is commercially viable, has a very good value in that, then DST will also help you in filing patent in elsewhere, like US, UK, Australia, any developed nations also, because the filing cost, maintenance of patent comes with cost, right? So it runs in dollars. Like, in USA, if you want to maintain a patent, it will cost you $100,000, right? So then how to protect IP, where to protect, when to protect. So how to protect? So whenever you have an invention, so basically, friends, intellectual property is a bundle of property rights. So we have a patents, trademark, copyright, trade secret, geographical indication, industrial design, circuit layout design. So basically, in your earlier class, whatever was showing the circuits and all. So integrated layout circuit design is also considered as an invention. You will get a patent. The patent life is 10 plus 5 years. Is 10 years, and you also have a design patents. Okay, design patents, and then GI. So, and then you also have a farmers and breeders act, which talks about protection of plant varieties of farmers and breeders rights act, so under which you also get the patent. So whenever you create something, so you have to see under which category it falls. So if it falls under patent, you file a patent. If it falls under copyright, so you will get the copyright. Okay, if you are doing something, making a trademark name and also it will be a trademark. So way to protect. So obviously you have to evaluate your invention, and then you identify the geographies where this invention has a market. Then you protect those places. And friends, let me tell you, intellectual property is, see, basically the patent right is a territorial right. So wherever you file your patent, you will get protection only in that territory, not elsewhere. So if you want to protect elsewhere, you have to file a patent application elsewhere. So leveraging IP, basically you can cultivate your own. You can you have a patent, you can cultivate it. You may manufacture the the product and bring it to the market, or you can license it. You can give technology transfer to other companies and make money out of it. So evaluation now it is a bit of difficult. So more often we see how much I have invested in this, and then you add some percentage as a profit, and then you sell it out. So that's how many people does for valuation. But there are so many valuation methods. So real option is one of the best methods used for this. Cost of protection, friends, you can check with Indian Patent Office website. There is a statutory fee is given there. I think for the Indian patent may cost up to 10,000 bucks, and but the drafting of patent application will cost more than that. It depends. If you are taking the help of a lawyer who is not much experience, or you might be having 2-3 years experience, will charge you not less than 20 to 25,000. And if you feel your invention is going to be a blockbuster, then you better go for an experienced lawyer. Will charge you around 50,000 bucks for drafting your patent line. And you have to make sure that the lawyer should be having a knowledge of technical aspects of what you are talking about. So if you see the developed countries, the west part of the world, basically lawyers, most of them are either science graduate or either engineering graduates. So in Indian case also, the government of India earlier, to become a patent agent, it was open for everyone, but now it is open only for science and technology graduates. So only people who are having science and technology background can become patent agent. And they are also going to change in near future that those people who are going to deal with prosecution of all this, the IP related matters, should have a science and engineering or science or engineering background. So enforcement, you have to take care of yourself. So whenever someone is infringing your patent or someone is copying your patent, then you inform the appropriate authority to take the action against them. So you can file a case in your district court, or you can file in high court, then to Supreme Court. So start with your district court. So under IP, I have already told you what are the things are protectable. So friends, whenever we talk about who owns IP, so can anyone from the class can tell me who owns IP? Friends, can
Sir,
someone? Yeah. Who owns intellectual
individuals can
property?
file for individuals can apply for
Yes,
patent
yes,
and
yes.
then they make.
Yeah. If it is individual, then the individual he owns the ownership, and he will be the inventor. In case of organizations, let's say if you are applying from a company or from an organization, the organization becomes the owner, and you become the owner, inventor. And all other terms and condition for economic exploitation and all, you may have a terms and condition laid down in your intellectual property policy that takes care of it. Then,
Thank you, sir.
when we talk about protection of intellectual property, I mean their life. So for basically for patent, it is 20 years from date of filing. When we talk about trademark, it is infinite. As long as you are protecting your trademark, you can have it. You have that right. When you talk about integrated circuit layout design, basically in electrical, electronics, and computer related products, you can see more often those circuits makes the key. I mean, those are the key enabler for your final function. So those integrated layout circuit designs are given patent, and the terms of protection is 10 years from date of filing. For industrial design, so design is something, the way you look like, this product, let's see this mobile. So the aesthetic look of an article. So this article, how it looks like for a bare eye. So that is design. So if you could see the automobile products like the the cars, four wheelers, so lot of designs. It is only the aesthetic look which is protected under the design. Nothing to do with the technical features of that. So that will be like 10 plus 5 years. So max you will get 15 years of life. I mean for the your invention. Like after 15 years, everything will be in public domain. In case of patent, invention patent, it is 20 years. After 20 years, so anybody can copy your patent. So that is a public property there. Then friends, so why IP is important? I have given you a couple of points here because you have invested a lot of your time, money, efforts, everything into the R&D process. So obviously you have to get the return on investment, right? So you have to protect it. Otherwise, anybody can copy. So you will not have any say in that. You cannot stop them unless you have a protection for your intellectual property. So basically, the IP will take care of many things here. It also improves your brand value. Uh, like if you have a very strong brand, obviously, like the companies like Xerox, Google, Microsoft, nobody can copy it. Even those brands were not protected elsewhere, yet those countries will give you the protection. So we have a clause called well-known trademarks. So well-known trademarks, even though those trademarks are not registered in India, but still the government of India will give the protection. Okay, so similarly for our country trademarks, like you have Infosys, Tata, and big companies like that. So elsewhere, those countries also will give the same protection the way we give to their brands. Then, friends, it attracts the investors. These days, if you see across the country in the technical academic institutions and universities, students are more passionate about their startups. So startup is something which is based on some kind of novel thing. They'll have some kind of USP in that, unique selling point. Okay, USP. So that will become a value creation. So basically, whenever you create value, so here the underlying point is value creation. If you create the value, if you I mean run or you change in creating the value, the money will automatically change you. So the attract, I mean the investors, whenever you do some kind of value creation, you solve an existing problem with a simple solution, which should be a novel thing and should be cost, what do you say, economically viable, then all investors will be after you. So whenever you have a novel invention, we have a patent, or have a proprietary right, obviously investors will be after you in investing in your venture. So patent is one of those things where you can attract the investors. In some part of the globe, even in our country also, it was happened. The intellectual property based financing. So the patents are taken as a collateral for giving the finance. Here, the big brands, the brand name is also a intellectual property, right? So the brand value. So globally, there are so many valuation companies. You see the brand where the top 10 or top 100 global brands. So you'll see, and their value also given. Like sometime back when I was reading about the brand value of some of the companies, could see Coca-Cola brand value was 100 billion US dollars, 120 billion US dollars, right? So that is the value of that brand. So here in our case, one of the companies you all know, Kingfisher Airlines, in that point in time, showing the brand value to the bank, and he brought a lot of loans from the banks, and the rest of the thing is history. You all know what was happened. So then, whenever you want to disclose your invention, you have an invention, you have a novel thing, you have a value creation, which you feel novel, whenever you disclose, better go with a NDA, not the Narendra Modi led government. It is non-disclosure agreement. So NDA will, safeguard your, value creation or intellectual property or whatever secret information what you have considered to be a proprietary. Then, so this one I have already explained. Don't publish before you file. So better you file your patent application and then you publish it. Otherwise, if you publish, then the novelty will be lost. So basically, in patent, whenever you go for protecting your intellectual property, people will see, the patent office will see only the novelty. If the information is available somewhere in newspaper or in magazine or in literature, then there is no novelty in your invention because it is already disclosed. So please don't disclose before you file a patent application. Provisional and all anyway will not go into that. Data security is also one of the key things these days. Friends, when you are leaving your ex company, your existing company, and you are becoming ex of that ex employee of that company, and you joined other company or you have started your own venture, let's say, and obviously more often most of the people who start their venture after working in another company, they use the old company database or contacts of old company. So that is not allowed. That is legally illegal. Okay. So there was a recent time there was a case. So the company has filed a case against their ex-employee who was using their database. and the court has, impugned with huge penalty on them, and also there is an imprisonment for this also. So friends, we just wanted to learn from you all, the definition for invention. So request someone can help me out in, defining this. So what is invention? Can someone?
It's something new.
Well, yeah, please. You
New.
can please identify yourself
Just,
and then you can tell us.
I'm Dr. Vasudevan
From which college?
from Sri Sai Ram Engineering College, Chennai, sir.
Okay. Please.
Which is very new, which is not, it has its uniqueness.
Okay. What is innovation? Because more often I see people use invention and innovation interchangeably. Okay. So you said it is new.
Value addition, or innovation means somewhat some value is added with the existing product. It may be an existing product.
So invention is new, whereas innovation is adding value to the existing product. That's what you want to say?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In some way.
I would like to ask Afroz Pasha. Dr. Afroz Pasha. Are you there? Sir, are you there?
Sir, Afroz Basha, sir, can you respond, sir? I think sir was not.
Okay. Ashna Joseph.
Ashna Joseph.
Sir, are you there? You can unmute. Say whomsoever I will be calling. You can unmute yourself and you can please give your,
Response.
what do you say, definition for invention and innovation. Avinash Chavan. Avinash Chavan ji, are you there? Dr. Archana. Dr. Archana. Praveen Kumar. Praveen Kumar. Shane, Dr. Shane. Dr. Shane. Vasudevan.
Yes,
Dr.
sir. Yes, sir.
Vasudevan. Yeah, please.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Sir, am
good
I
morning,
audible?
sir. Yeah, please give a difference between invention and innovation.
Sir, invention is, am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah, you are audible. You are very much audible. You
Yes,
can
sir. Yes,
switch
sir.
on your camera.
Invention is something new. It may be, we can't able to say it's a discovery. It's something new, sir. Something new. That is invention. It's new of its kind.
Okay. So, Dr. Vasudevan ji, so for all the friends, for all of you, this is for your consumption. Discoveries are not patentable. Findings, I mean, you found something or you discovered something. Those things are not patentable. So, things which are patentable are those things which are not naturally occurring on the universe, on the globe, naturally occurring substances are not patentable. Naturally, whatever there in the universe are not patentable. You might have discovered, see in the periodic table, people are keep on adding new elements. So they found the new properties of the element and they give a number. So it may be named after them to give a credit. If someone discovers a planet, of course you can name after him or her, but those things are not patentable. Mathematical formulas, algorithms, programs, and all not patentable. Those things are comes under copyright. Algorithms and mathematical things, you know. So I think I need to rush now. So invention is something such as a device or a process that has been created or made up, or the process of creating or making up something or figuring out a way to do something. And invention is an unique or novel device, method, composition, or process. The various tools, techniques, algorithms, wireless technology, touchscreen, so etc. are there in smartphone. So when I talk about the invention, it is about all about know why. See, there are two things what we very often hear: know how and know why. Know how is something which I know how to open this can, you know, I can open this. This is called know how. Okay, I can swipe this screen, I can swipe it, I can on it, and can give the password and it can be opened. But when I'm swiping, what makes this particular glass to get it open? What was the technique behind this? When I'm giving a password, it is getting opened. So how that password was read behind the screen? So when I'm making a call, how it is getting connected, how the transmission happens. So all those things are know why. So more often we never disclose know why. Know why is the value creation here. When I can on the switch, my bulbs will illuminate. But what makes them to illuminate? What is the technique behind it? What is the tools behind that? What are the programs? Those are the know why. Know how is on the switch. You just switch on, it will work. So switch on your AC. You can you have a remote. With remote, you can remote has a sensor. But how the sensor is connecting to that, micro to the controllers. Those are know why. So all your know why. Let's say in this mobile there are 1,000 patents. Those know 1,000 invention I can say. So those 1,000 inventions are your know why. So all the know whys all are called as invention, which are intangible. I could not see those things, I could not feel it. What is tangibility? Tangibility is something which I can touch, I can feel it, you can see it. I mean, I can use this, the final product which is there in my hand, this mobile is tangible, right? But all those inventions which are there in this mobile to make the final product, even the design of this mobile is also an invention, the design, the curved shape, this design. There was a fight between Samsung and Apple for this curved shape design, sometime back, a decade old case, where Samsung was copied the curved shaped design of Apple, and Apple filed a case against Samsung for the infringement of design patent, and Samsung was forced to pay 1.1 billion dollars as the damages, and then that particular design of Samsung was banned globally. That is the power of intellectual property. So friends, all those 1,000 plus inventions or the patents in this mobile, all are inventions. Inventions are intangible in nature. So intangible form of your intellectual property is your invention. So all know why is your invention. I hope I am clear with defining what is invention. Right?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So let me go to the next one. So invention is an intangible form of your intellectual property. Know why. So all your inventions, see, patent. I mean, someone has developed a technique, and he did a prototype and he tested it. It works well. So he filed a patent application. He got a patent. So that patent document, I can read it. I can understand. If I have knowledge about that invention, I mean that particular field, I can understand very well. But unless I bring that invention in the form of final product, I can't say. I mean, there is something, invention is there, but that invention is there, but I can't show it to the public unless I make it as a final product. So your final tangible form of that invention is called as innovation. So tangible form of this invention has a commercial value, right? It is available in the market. I have to pay for this and then bring this product. So there are 1000 plus patents in this particular mobile. So which I have paid, which is commercially available. This is novel. First time I could witness there is a mobile. Of course, I mean, if you could have been in 1994 or early 90s, that time the mobile was a walkie-talkie mobile and there are two antennas and very big size, right? Yet that point in time, that was, luxurious product, right? And that was costing, that those days it was, I mean, people used to say that, it was costed them around 20,000 bucks. And they were used to pay for receiving the calls and making the calls. So my PhD guide in IIT Delhi used to have that mobile after he brought from a project, and he feel very happy to carry that walkie-talkie while we are going to some conference, some meeting and all. Now mobile has become a common man product, right? Like in those days, the roti kapda makan. Now you can add mobile also in roti kapda makan and mobile. So friends, when we talk about the innovation, so innovation is adding a lot of value. So one invention will not be sufficient for making this final product. My mobile is visible. I'm showing my mobile here, right?
Visible,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Visible, sir.
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
So you see here there is a camera. In camera also there are a lot of new things are there. Front camera, back camera, and then I mean if you see Apple mobile, there are 4 cameras. I don't know what are the, and there are thousands of applications in this. Hardly we may use 5% of what exactly there in this, and yet we are ready to pay thousands of rupees for this. Apple mobile costs 1 lakh plus, right? 11 Pro and something, a new model also costs you more than 1 lakh rupee. And the mindset also, when we buy a bike, two-wheeler, if it costs you 40-50,000, we think so much, we compare with so many bikes. When a mobile is costing 1 lakh, blindly people buy those mobiles. So friends, the innovation is something which I define as invention plus commercialization. So when you bring this product in the market, finally useful product, which is tangible, it's called as innovation. Invention is the intangible form of intellectual property. This is a tangible form of intellectual property. And in recent time, I was teaching the intellectual property for last more than a decade now. In one of the classes, in one of the recent FDP class, one friend said, the innovation, service innovations are not tangible. Service innovation in the sense, let's say the Flipkart guy comes to your home and delivers the packet. So that is the service. If he delivers on time, the time what you have expected, let's say you want to give a gift to your friend on a birthday, and if it arrives exactly on the birthday or day before that, you feel so happy, right? So that is the service innovation, which may not be tangible, but you really feel, you really feel about that, the experience. We can say experience management, the experience what you feel from the company when you deliver. But otherwise, when I talk about all those tangible innovations, so I'll say the invention plus commercialization, we can say it is invention. So if you see the coronavirus vaccine and this can wrinkle technology, what I was explained you sometime back about the value of innovation. And if you see all this, these are the final useful product which are first time we are witnessing in the market. We can call them as innovations. So one innovation will be a result of bunch of inventions. A bucket of inventions can make a final product. As I was telling you more often about the mobile, 1,000 plus inventions makes one innovation. Of course, within this also I can say this touchscreen is an innovation, the camera is an innovation, of course, but everything is integrated in one product. Of course, this digital disruption, we also say the creation is also, we call them as destructive disruptions. You destroy the existing things. The Nokia could not catch the this digital buzz, the smartphone buzz, and they were out of market. Kodak is a company which was having 100 plus years of history, could not catch the digital camera buzz, and they missed the bus, and they went to bankruptcy. You can imagine a 100 plus years old company having a legacy of, I mean, was a leader for the photo films and all, making photographs with the film based photographs. Finally went to bankruptcy. So imagine. So nowadays, unless you cultivate yourself, you run with the changing things, the business changes in the market, you will not be there next day in the market. You will be thrown out of the gear. And very small, tiny ventures can become a huge giant ventures in no time. Like Tesla, few years back, it was a very small company. Today it is, I mean, recent the Forbes magazine says that Tesla's, is in top 5. It's, I think, number 1 or number 2, right? So I'm assuming that all of you are clear with the difference between invention and innovation. Someone can say, I mean, otherwise you can share your, message in the chat box also. So friends, I just want to learn what will lead us towards invention. What makes us, what leads us, what becomes a catalyst to make the final invention. What do you need? What kind of feed you need for making the invention? Giribabu Dola. Sir, Giribabu Dola, sir, can you please tell us what are the inputs are required to achieve the invention? Are you there? Rameshwar Reddy. Dr. Rameshwar Reddy. If you are there, you can unmute yourself, or anyone voluntarily can share your thoughts on how you can create inventions. Anybody from the class.
Sir, it's a thought process. It's a need, sir. A need of
need. Great.
Achievement,
So,
or thinking, critical thinking, everything, sir. Need of achievement.
Okay. Need. I can put it as a necessity. There is a popular saying, yes, necessity is the mother of invention, right? Yes. See, there are in economics, people talk about necessity, need, want, desire. So everything has a different level of, and I mean, what do you say, the affordability side. So necessity is, it's compulsory for everyone, right? It is necessary. It is a need. Then comes your want. So wants, maybe I want a BMW car. Desire, maybe want a flat on moon. So the different level of things are there. So even inventions also happens at different level. Though if it is not useful for many of them, but people make those kind of invention for a particular class. Because with respect to the economic purchasing parity, we have a different classes, right? We have a poor and then upper poor, middle, lower middle, upper middle, and then rich. So a lot of classes are there. So for different classes, there are different kind of things are available. I mean, useful. So the inventors, the R&D organization, they create such kind of thing. And sometime what they will do is they make as a very luxurious thing. Like, the mobile phone was a luxurious product, but it has become a common man product today, right? When it was designed, when it was invented, when it was made available in the market, they had only 2% of the total market were in a position to afford to buy this kind of product. But today, everyone, because the R&D has happened so much that they have brought down the cost of the product from few thousand to few hundred rupees, right? In less than 1,000, you will get a mobile, right? Touch mobile, having buttons and all, you will get it. So friends, let me rush. So you need an idea to get an invention. So ideas, so how hundreds of ideas can be taken to the next level of screening and to the next level of prototyping, and also you make few inventions out of idea. So the famous company, the telecom company was started, Idea Company, says an idea can change your life. So obviously you can ideate and you can create inventions and change yourself. You can become a billionaire over time. I mean overnight. Then you need to think original. Originality is also leads to an invention. Then ingenuity also will take you to the invention. Then you need to have an imagination. So imagination also creates invention. So best example is the flying objects. The when Wright brothers said we can make flying objects, so people have laughed at them. They said these people are mad. They are abnormal. See, all those guys who have made the blockbuster inventions in the history, all of them were abnormal initially, because their IQ levels are at very high, where the common people like us cannot understand. So one of the inventors who invented the electric bulb, they also had the same problem in school, and the school teacher wrote on a sheet to his mom that your son is abnormal, he can't understand in our class. On the same sheet, on the other side of the sheet, this great inventor's mother wrote to the teacher saying that you are not in a position to understand my son, and I will make him as the number one. I mean, number one inventor or a knowledgeable person in the history. So that was the history, and you all know who was that person. Who invented electric bulb? Who invented electric bulb? Please come on, please. Thomas Alva Edison.
Yes, sir.
So similarly, in our class also we see some of the guys are very abnormal. Please don't separate them from the class. We are not in a position to understand them. They are very intellectual. They see the future. They focus a lot of things. So imagination brought those guys as mad guys. ये बंदा पागल हो गए. We very often say बंदा पागल हो गए. That is good. Okay. So friend, then you need to have a vision, of course, necessity, then need to have a creativity, need to have a conception, and then you need to have an opportunity. So all these things will lead to an invention. So let me go to the intellectual property, the main slide. So basically, whenever we say property, so more often we'll talk about land, building, and your physical property like car and all, right? But this is completely different. It is creation of the intellectual, intellectuals. It's one's intellect. So creation of mind. So if you see this picture, you will get some kind of protection mechanism. What was happened in those days? Can anyone tell me from the group from this particular picture? What do you infer from this? Can someone tell me what do you infer from this? What is happening here, friends? Anyone from the group?
He's targeting the bird eye, sir.
Who is it? Who are the characters here?
Arjuna.
Yeah. Madam, can you identify yourself?
I am Rajesh.
From which college, madam?
Dhanlakshmi Srinivasan College of Engineering and Technology.
Wow. So Arjuna is shooting a bird. Who is this man? There are two characters here.
Guru. One is Guru.
Guru
Ah.
Drona. Drona.
Who is the guru? What is Dronacharya?
Drona.
Dronacharya.
Dronacharya. Yes,
Dronacharya.
sir.
Who is
Dronacharya.
this poor fellow who is, giving something. It looks like worshipping or giving Guru Dakshin. Who is this man who is giving Guru Dakshin?
Eklavya.
Eklavya. Can you just
Eklavya.
briefly tell me the story behind this? Why he is giving the right hand thumb to Dronacharya?
Because he learned
He learned the
without informing him, so he asked him about the Guru Dakshina. He had made the statue of Guru Dronacharya and learned the art of bowing, and so he asked him Dakshina in favor.
Okay. Why you want to take the right hand thumb? What was the story
Because-
behind it? Even
Because
though
he
if
won't be
you
able
have
to, he won't be able to practice that whatever he learned, as he wanted to see Arjuna as the best.
yeah. So this is the crux of the story. So Dronacharya took a oath, said that he will make Arjuna as number one in archery. So one fine day, a tribal king, Eklavya's father was a tribal king in that forest, and he came to know Dronacharya is, he can become a great teacher for his son. He can teach him archery. So they went to Dronacharya, but Dronacharya refused to teach him. He said, okay, your dreams will come true. Your wishes will come true. And he blessed him. This guy went back and made an, effigy of Dronacharya with mud, and then he practiced. He learned everything, and he came back to Dronacharya, and he performed all that whatever he has learned, and Dronacharya was astonished, and he was learned more than what the Arjuna was learned. He was better than Arjuna. So to safeguard his intellectual property, Dronacharya asked the right hand thumb, which was key when practicing the archery. So this is an unlawful way of protection of intellectual property in those days, I can put it in. Right? Then this one,
Yes, sir.
you
Yes, sir.
all aware of what was happening behind this. Can someone tell me what was happened here from the intellectual property parlance? Can someone throw a light on this? Yes, sir. Does someone want to say something?
It's marbles, sir. That white marbles
Mhm.
are with the
No, similar-
light shades.
No, similarly, Dronacharya in that story, the intellectual property was protection
He
was
killed.
happening.
Yes, yes,
Huh?
yes. He killed the people. I think he killed the people who built the laborers who built this.
Hmm.
Am I right, sir?
So not laborers,
Yeah,
all the architects and engineers,
Okay.
because those are the guys can make similar kind of monument elsewhere, right?
Yes.
The name fame of this Taj Mahal may not be there. If you have a same another Taj Mahal, right? So friends, let me give a small, intellectual property management in terms of mathematical function. So IP management is basically, okay. So what is C? What are the main stages of intellectual property? So you create,
Creativity.
then after creation,
Patent.
what you will be doing? You protect it.
Protect.
Okay. After protection, what you will do?
Invention.
What will do?
Production.
You leverage it, you license. Okay, you leverage it. So basically the IP management in 3 capital: creation, protection and leveraging. Right? So different forms of intellectual property. So it is divided into industrial property rights, copyrights and related rights, friends. So under industrial property we have patent, traditional knowledge, trademark, GI, trade secret, industrial designs, farmers and breeders' right. Then under copyrights and related rights, we have a literary work, artistic work, computer programs, electronic databases. So for your information, all the computer programs are copyright material. Okay. Elsewhere in US, people give a patent for a computer program, but it is not true here. So computer program along with an invention will get you the patent. So let us talk about the patent. So what is patent? What is patent? Nilesh Tanaji Mohate. Nilesh Tanaji Mohate. Are you there? Ritu Parna Mitra. Ritu Parna Mitra. Suraj Sinde. What is patent? Someone can tell me what is patent? You know, we more often hear this word.
It is a
The
protection,
official
sir. It is a legal protection.
Yeah, tell me, madam.
Legal protection.
legal rights to make or sell an invention for a particular number of years.
Very good, very good. So particular number of years you will have a proprietorship, you know, monopoly right? Legally.
Yes, sir.
So you exclude all others. So it is a limited right granted by the state to an inventor in respect of an invention to exclude any other person from practicing the invention. So you are excluding all others. And why it is said limited only 20 years. Okay. So you are excluding others from doing any kind of commercial activity. If they do some activity and which damages your business, then it is not allowed. If someone wants to do research on your patent and make another invention, that is allowed. As long as they are not taking away your business interest, not making any damages to your ongoing business, then it will not be considered as an infringement, and of course it is allowed. So we have a 1970 Patent Act amended in 2005. So you can read this Patent Act is freely available on the app. We can download it. So terms and production is 20 years from date of filing. So now the question is how you get the patent. What is the conditions for getting the patent? What is the patentability conditions? And where do you get it? So where do you get? I have already told you. We have 4 patent offices in 4 metros in the country. So Bombay, Delhi, Chennai and Calcutta. So you can file wherever your office address or your address jurisdiction comes under. And but how do you get the patent? What is patentability? What are the conditions for getting a patent? Can anything will get the patent?
No.
So what are the things will be given patent?
Inventions, designs.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, how you define invention? What are the conditions to get the patentability?
Intangible one.
So the basic.
Actually, it is a biological.
So basic first condition is novelty. Your invention should be novel. Invention not known to public prior to claim by inventor. You are claiming. You are saying that this is the this is what I have made. So you are climbing. So that what you are climbing should not be known to anyone on the globe. Anyone on the globe. So novelty is something, it is a, I mean, prior art we call very often. So prior art should not be there. It should not be there. Whether, I mean, where we search for the literature in all the literary, works like, journals, magazines, newspapers, in all the places, nowhere it should be there, and it should not be known to anyone on the globe. Then we call it as novel. So first time we are witnessing. Then the so novelty is one thing. The next one is very, very critical. You should have an inventive step, or we call it as non-obvious. It was not obvious. So it is defined, invention would not be obvious to a person with ordinary skills in the art. So you have made an invention in biotechnology or in pharma or in any of the field. So people who are having ordinary skills in that particular art should say that this is not obvious. It is non-obvious. So there is an inventive step. So I'll give you an example. So 2 plus 2 is 4, right? Everyone knows. If I prove 2 plus 2 is equal to 6, it was not obvious, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is called as inventive step. So I have to prove it. Obvious is something, like in this bottle of water, I can add 4 spoons of sugar. So I can say, okay, it is sweeter. If I add another 4, it will be more sweeter. But otherwise, otherwise I can say the efficiency of sweetness has gone up. So it is novel. But it is not non-obvious. It is obvious. If you add more, so on the scale, the sweetness goes up. Right? So that non-obviousness or inventive step is very, very important for getting a patent. And then the third condition is you need to have an industrial application for your invention. So of course, more often, 99% of those inventions will meet the third condition, but second condition is very, very critical. Right? So once your invention meets these 3 conditions, you will get the patent. So these are some of the features of the patent law. So we'll not spend time here. Compulsory license, we don't have enough time because I want to show you something interesting about the EV patents that is important for us. So some of the things which are not patentable here. So invention which is frivolous or which claims anything obviously contrary to the well-established natural laws. So well-established natural laws and naturally occurring substances are not patentable. So machine giving more than 100% performance. This is contrary to the existing natural laws. So you will not get the patent for the perpetual motion machine. Will not get the patent. Newton's law of gravity. These are laws, natural things. So you will not get the patent. Primary or intended use or commercial exploitation of which could be contrary to public order or morality, or which causes serious prejudice to human, animal or plant life or health or to the environment. Such kind of invention, though those inventions are novel, non-obvious, have industrial application, but to safeguard the public interest and morality, you will not get the patent for those kind of things. So gambling machine, device for house baking, biological warfare material or device, terminator gene technology, embryonic stem cells, all those things are having a kind of concern about the public order and morality, so you will not get the patent for those things. So something which you combine those things and make a new product, but yet those things are known things. Bucket fitted with torch, both things are known. Umbrella with fan, umbrella with sensor lights, clock and radio in the single cabinet. So those things are not patentable. These are known things, right? Already there in the public domain. Only thing is you are just adding them in one compartment, and you may have a market for that. You can sell those things, but you will not get the proprietary right for those things. I just want to move to our electrical part, because it is time for us to wind up. So I'll take another 10 minutes. So friends, I think last 2.5 days, you might have had enough feed about what is electrical vehicle, right? So I will not go into details of those technical terms here. So I will simply show you, my interest is what is happening on the intellectual property side, with respect to patent, with respect to your electric car, within which you can say the charging batteries and the controller system. So all that we can see now. So these are the the key technologies which are embedded in your electric car. So friends, if you see the patents, so the blue line is patent filed, and the green line is published, and the yellow line is granted. Here there are two blue lines. One is the dark blue line. Above, after the green line, between red and green, you have a blue line. Okay, that is number of patents were published. Filed. And the green line shows that number of patents were published. And if you see the priority, and then grant is yellow color. So file and grant, it is almost half. Okay, so out of 100 patent, you can say 50% are granted. And the blue line, the lower one is expiry. Expiry in the sense, the patent which was filed in 2001 will expire in 2021. So 20 years. So now we have more number of patents which are expiring. So on the y-axis, you can say the scale 20,000 patent, 40,000, 60,000, something like this. So if you see this 60,000 in 2019, around 60,000 patents, less than 60,000 were filed. So if you see countrywide, who owns these patents, you will be surprised to know China owns more than 50% of the patents. Then comes your farthest country called Japan. Then you'll have a Korea. So most of the patents were owned by the Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans. Then this yellow line, yellow pie is by US. India owns 4,822 patents. The WO is World Intellectual Property Organization. Basically, this WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, deals with the international patent filing. So they have a patent filing route called as a PCT, Patent Cooperation Treaty, through which you can file one single application and you can get the protection in all the member countries. But you have to pay the fee of those countries individually. So as of now, 170 plus countries are members in PCT, Patent Cooperation Treaty. So now you can file one application in India and then you can choose 174 countries. If you are interested to have a protection in 174 countries, of course you may need to spend few $1 million to get protection globally. So unless you feel your invention is going to harvest more than that, it will give you a revenue of few $1 billion, then you can have such kind of decision. Friends, these are the in the earlier slide, I have put it in numbers here. Okay. So are the patent analytics of electrical vehicle. So you have a top keywords in those patent documents. There are few millions of patent documents were there. So out of which these are the keywords. You have a battery of electric vehicle, battery pack, charging and electric, charging cable. So these are the keywords which are there in those patents. So if the font size is more, so we have a more number of patents with that particular word. Electric vehicle, the font is very big, so we have a more number with that. Then if you talk about the concepts, so these are the concept: air pollution, application programming interface, then artillery battery, electric vehicle, telecommunication, charging station, electrical connector, graphical user interface, power supply. So these are the some of the words which holds more number of patent. If you talk about the key technologies, so soil working, agriculture machinery, air treating device for vehicle, attendance, voting register, brake controller system, cleaning roads, railway and bridges, electrical equipment for vehicle, power supply and distribution circuits, so on and so forth. So this also talks about the different keywords on which we have a patent. So the bubble is bigger size, in the sense we have those many number of patents. See this vehicle, with the word vehicle, there are 311,000 plus patents. With anode you have 98,000 plus patents. With electrical conductor you have 88,000 plus patents. With power supply 140,000 patents. So similarly, you can see for different keywords, we have these many patents. So you can see the numbers. So with the name vehicle in those patent documents, we have these many documents, 311,000. So also you can see hybrid vehicle, electrical vehicle, electrode, cathode, integrated circuit, hybrid vehicle, electromagnetism, automatic transmission, chemical bond, automobile, electricity. With these words, you can see the number of documents which are there in the patent database. When we talk about the quadrant analysis, so these are the main, the companies which are having the more number of patents. So Toyota owns more number of patents, then LG, Hyundai, Ford, Honda, Nissan, and so on. So you can see the assignees. Friends, Relicura is a company which gives me this database. So we are subscribed to the database of Relicura, which gives you online patent database. So there are so many such companies. It is on charging base. It is on payment basis. So we have subscribed to this. We pay a few lakhs for this, but this year we are paying 1.4. Earlier we used to pay 3-4 lakhs for this. So I have got a single license for using this database. So you see, Toyota has 20,000 plus patents. Then Hyundai, then LG, Honda, Denso. There are some companies who may not have heard of. Denso, I never heard. Then Mitsubishi, Ford, Nissan, Kia Motors, Hitachi, Bose, Samsung, Panasonic. Then assignee in the sense the owners, whom you assign your rights. So again, you have here again GM, Fubo, Samsung, Mitsubishi. So all known companies. This one is Maruta Manufacturing. I never heard. Then Nissan. This Auto Live, Nissan also we have not heard of. Tore also. In this also we have already seen the top technologies. So electric batteries has 106,000 patents. Then electric equipment for vehicle, these many patents are there. And then when you talk about the sub technologies, secondary cells, charging or depolarizing batteries and supplying loads from batteries. So these are the next level, you know, sub-technologies. Transactions. So recent time when you talk about the technology licensing, technology transfer and things like that. So General Motors had more number of transactions, and then Wellington Trust has given this many you know, patent for license. Then US Treasury also has this many patent license. Lemotive, Citi, Daimler, Hitachi, Chery, Toyota. So you can see the numbers here, friends. So if you see the number of documents or the number of patent tickets, so dark blue is, you know, extreme 300,000. You know, the scale is given at the bottom. So India is somewhere between 100,000 and 0 to 100,000. Australia, Russia also, and Canada also. US between 100 to 200,000. So the active patents, if you see, you know, in the sense, the patent which were filed today will be going to expire in 2041, you know, for 2040, 20 years. So now we have this many thousands, you know, 300, can say 400,000 patents are active today in 2021. Next year, so we are calculating from the back dates, you know. So we don't know how many will be filed and how many will be granted in the years to come. But if you see the graph, how it is going down, if you see the active patents in days to come. But again, you have to add in those years how many were filed, going to be filed. So when I say the patents of that pool, 2 million plus patent document which were displayed, so out of which we have a utility inventions, more number of utility inventions, that is 338,000 plus invention. So friends, utility patents were not given in India. Many countries, they will not give utility patent. Basically, utility patents will not have the second condition called inventive step. Those are incremental innovation. So all those incremental innovation falls under utility inventions, and countries like Malaysia, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Australia, they give patent for this, and the patent life is hardly 5 to 8 years. And here again you have a models, utility models are this many, 114,000. Design patents we have 201, and then other patents we have 180. When we talk about the number of patent applications and grant, if you see 267,000 were filed, and out of which 184,000 were granted. So hardly 60% of the total file number, right? Then these two 222 is the design patents, would say. So the top keywords, friends, we have already seen. So the more number of patents which were displayed or with the word electric vehicle. Then we have electric motor, electric power, electric vehicle charging, connector, charging station, storage device, vehicle body, so on and so forth. Concepts. So with this concept, you have this many number of patents. So with the concept of name vehicle, you have a 300,000 plus patents. Similar, I was surprised to see there are some patent with the name petroleum. So it may be in lieu of you know, the battery, it might have been explained that it is petroleum-less or without petrol. So somewhere that word was there, so that's the reason it was coming. So top technologies already explained, friends. Sub-technologies also I have already explained. So these are the number of patents on the y-axis, and the x-axis the technology names. This is international patent classification. So the international patent classification are divided into 8 groups: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So H is talks about electricity. So more of the patents are in between, then in this group 2, you know, that is B, H and B. Then, so these are the, in H, you have a subgroup is 2J. In B, the subgroup is 60L. So this is international patent classification. So, I mean, unless you know what exactly the patent classification and all, you will not understand. When you talk about star rating, so we all are aware of star rating these days, you know, on 5-point scale, you have to rate it. So whenever you receive, you know, your Amazon gift, you know, the delivery, or whenever you travel on some, you know, the flight which you have been booked through the Make My Trip or Ismake, they will ask you to rate your experience. So here also the rating is given based on the value of the patent. So if you say 5-star rating, hardly we have a 2 patents, 5-star rating out of those many thousands of patents. So 4.5, you have a 31, 4-star, you have 221, 3.5, you have 498. If you see 1.5 star, you have a 3 lakh plus. Okay, so 1 star is almost 80,000. So this is the rating. So the more useful patent up to 3-star you can say. So hardly we have a 2,000-3,000 of patent which are highly rated, or you can say they are highly valued. So friends, these are the top inventors, the individuals, the inventor I am talking about. So this is the guy Yoshimoto Musuda. Yoshimoto Musuda considered to be the top inventor in the electrical vehicle invention. So if any, so this particular graph, you know, the information will give you a kind of, you know, if you are in a HR department, so and your company wants to do R&D in electrical vehicle field, and you want a guy who can make invention. So here is the guy who has filed more number of inventions. So this will make his CV as number 1 in this particular field, and you can go and contact him. And if that company is paying him, you know, a few $1 million per annum, then you can offer more than that, and you can poach him. So this particular information gives you, you know, being an HR, you can take a decision whom to recruit. So who will be your suitable candidate for this particular job, right? So patent database will give you such a kind of you know, platform where you can choose, and also you can you know, if you want to collaborate with a company, you can find out which is the company having more number of patents. You can collaborate with them. If you want to buy a patent, if you want to license a patent, you can identify who is having this patent, who is the inventor, and you can go directly to those inventors or those owners and get a license from them. Okay. So these are the, so Toyota is having more number of patents, has a more number of technology with them. So if you want to have a you know, technology transfer licensing, you go and talk to Toyota guys, and then see their database and get the license from them. So we often talk about backward and forward citation. So backward citation is the, so I am having a journal article and I am citing my own paper in my next paper, that is backward citation. If my paper is cited by others in their papers, in their patents, so that is called forward citation. So these numbers shows that one only. Okay. So friends, I wanted to stop it here. There has been, I mean, I've taken 20 more minutes because we lost 20 minutes initially. So I thank everyone. I also thank NSIC and Dr. Muthukumaran. Of course, he has the title Singham. So in the other part of the country, Singham, everyone knows. So thank you, Professor Muthukumaran, all the team members and NSIC and all the participants who are patiently listening with me for the last 1.5 hours. So I thank everyone. If you have any question, I'll take a couple of questions here. So now it is open for question answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Now session is open to the audience.
Friends, if you have any questions, you can ask me, or you can reach me on my email ID. It is given here. Or sometimes you want to know something emergency, you can WhatsApp me. I can reply you whenever I get the time.
Sir, one question to you from Vasudevan.
Yeah,
My
please.
question is, generally we'll go for search for patterns in Google search, in Google patents. But is there any other free websites available, sir?
There are so many free websites. You can search on USPTO, United States Patent Trademark Office. Similarly, all the countries, the known countries, they have their patent offices. You can search. There is a search option. You can search it, but you will not get the global patent displayed there. It is only the patent file in that country will be displayed. In Google also, it is only the old data which is displayed. So if you want to have a live data, you have to go with the paid databases. So the database which I have shown, we are paying them. We are subscribed to this database because I teach IP management course here for my students. So last, more than a decade at NIT Trichy also I was used to teach, IP management for BTech student, MTech students and the MBA students. So here we have MTech and MBA. So for both the batches, I am teaching this course. So I use this particular search engine, for teaching my class. We'll do patent analytics, do some studies also.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions? Then we can wind up here.
Yes, sir. I think there was no any question in the chat box also.
So
before ending,
thank you once again. Thank you, Dr. Muthukumaran.
Sir, just a minute. Actually, I am requesting participant to kindly turn on your camera for a while so that we can take screenshot for the day, sir.
Yeah, sure. Participants, you can switch on your cameras.
That's it. Sir, if you don't mind, can you unshare your screen, sir? So, possible, sir?
Sorry?
Can you unshare your screen, sir?
Yeah. 1 minute. Now it is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The other person can. Okay, just a minute. I'm taking.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. Thank you, participant, for coming in online and giving your turning on your camera. So thank you, sir, on complete team of NSIC Technical Service Center. I'm thanking you for giving your valuable time in spite of your busy schedule, sir. And you have been given very good insight about idea about how to file the thing and what are the things to be patent and what is the difference between the patentable and innovation and this thing. And you have given the complete idea about it because we people are technical people and we are not having this kind of awareness, frankly speaking. I not don't because basically I was not having this kind of awareness coming to my point. I think same thing my participant also might have been not having. But after this class, I got some kind of valuable input from your sessions. And definitely this will be definitely useful for my participant who are who are willing to file the patent and what are the ways to patent and what to be taken care when you are making the patent and what is the importance of the patent. Everything has been given in your session, sir, and making our participants very useful session, sir. And thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind support and cooperation and extended for last 1.5 hours. You have been given very valuable input to our participants, sir, and complete team of NSA Technical Service Center. We are once again thanking you for accepting our invitation, sir. And thank you, sir. In future also, we'll definitely utilize your service in better way, sir, in same way what you have been done. And thank you, sir.
Too much pricing. So I request all the friends, I mean, if you, if you guys want to organize a workshop on exclusively on IPR, so I mean, you can inform me. I can pull in a couple of, the best experts from the government and from the academy also. We can have a one-day workshop. So we organize many places, I mean, you can approach maybe TIFAC, NRDC. They will also sponsor you the program in other way. But otherwise, if you want to have a one-day session, so I can pull in couple of guys and we can have a one-day session from IPR. Okay. So we'll also explain what is plagiarism and copying and everything. So thank you everyone. You guys can reach me on my email if you have any doubts. Okay. Thank you everyone. Have a good day ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.